sit here. Book. I just like on behalf of the endless blood and everybody here tonight, I think we can all agree it was a wonderful day. I'm sure everybody will agree as well when saying this looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, and as a lovely bridesmaids. And the last two. Listen, I know it's caused you a bit of heartache over the last couple of months with your dress and all the problems, but it was worth waiting for. It was beautiful. Basically today I feel like, as Mrs. Dad said, we're not losing a brother, we're gaining a sister, daughter that we never had. So on behalf of all our family, I'd like to welcome Melissa into our family with open arms. Basically, growing up, me and I didn't exactly see eye to eye.
No!
We have shared a lot of special moments throughout our lives. The more I try to think of funny or humiliating stories to tell you all about it, the more I realise most of them involve both of us kicking the crap out of each other. The first one that came to mind when I tried to think of our relationship as a kid was that we were both very competitive. We both tried to basically outdo one another all the time. I heard Ed say something different the other day, but my own opinion, which isn't at all biased. Ed always had to be the first at everything. Like I said, he had to be first at everything and do everything better than me. Like for example, Ed was the first one to get hair on his chest from both of us. Which made him a real man. I basically gave him the impression he could tell me what to do, which he soon found out wasn't the case. Most of my life I was also taller than Ed. I think it was my last year in secondary school that he actually outgrew me. Which is quite embarrassing, and he's never had to forget it. And because there is most people who didn't know us, will always assume that he was older than I am, which delighted me even more. But of all these things that Ed came first at and gotten better at, he wasn't going to stop at that. He went on to be the first to have a serious girlfriend, which means I was gay. He went to university and I didn't, which made him smarter than me. And I was first to get married. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm sure Ed thought somehow that makes him better than me. I have to say I was completely shocked when I found out that these two were going to get married, simply because I couldn't believe that somebody would actually have them. I'm sure Melissa might agree with me when I say that Ed is probably the grumpiest person I've ever met. He definitely can be difficult to live with at times. Although she won't admit it, I'm sure her mother will even tell you that Ed was very difficult to live with. She used to say to me when he had that grumpy face on, "Oh, it's just in one of them moods." People used to say when he had that face that he has got a face that only a mother could love. I'm not so sure. So, he's on yours. And some of you might be surprised to hear this, but for a man of his size, Ed really can't handle the drink. The last time I came to Canada was for Ed's graduation from West End. Although when I got here, he told me he couldn't get any tickets to go. So we brought him out for a few drinks the night before. And it wasn't anything crazy. We had a couple of drinks, we went home, everybody was fine. Ed was a little tipsy, which wasn't unusual. But the next morning I woke up, came down the stairs, and there was a moment about the stairs saying, what the hell did I do to our vegetable bacon? So we went for a couple of drinks, we came home, that's it. Basically, Ed was not very well. He was sitting in the basement, which was the coolest room in the house, in just a pair of shorts, trying to stay cool. And he couldn't stand up without having a toilet nearby. That morning, my mum drove Ed to get his gown and stuff for graduation. But I had to pull over, she was trying to pull it He spent the next few hours lying in the couch in the basement in just a pair of shorts. But in the end, he was unable to remove himself from the couch for long enough to actually go to the ceremony. So my mum made him put on the gown anyway, and all of us in our good clothes and stand out in the back garden and take photos. So that hopefully my granny wouldn't know that we didn't actually go. So if everybody with the videotape could edit that video. Unfortunately, because I live in Ireland, I've only actually had the pleasure of meeting Melissa on a handful of occasions. And they truly were good occasions. Like, for example, the last time I was here was the graduation day. And then they were in Ireland last October when they got engaged. So we had some good fun. And he managed to stay away from toilets and that. As Melissa Christmas pointed out earlier on, when shortly after they met, Ed came to Ireland for the whole summer, all 4 months. And he kept in contact every day, it's true. But it wasn't with his own cell phone, it was with mine. I was told that Melissa was getting very embarrassed very often, and I hope that's the case when I'm finished. Basically, as I said, because I've only met Melissa a few occasions, I've had to do a little bit of digging around and trying to find out some information from different people who shall remain nameless. But the one thing that I did hear about Melissa that gave me grave concern about the future welfare of my brother was her barbecuing skills.
Oh, man.
Basically, the time that I'm making reference to, Melissa turned on the gas and the barbecue while holding a lit match over top of it, and quite obviously there was a massive big boom, fire all over the place. She went running and screaming from, asking, am I on fire? Am I on fire? And then, do I look like Freddy Krueger? I was going to tell Ed that he'd have to do all the barbecuing in the future, but he also has had a close encounter with barbecue. There was one day we were out back, I think I was leaving on holidays there, but Ed was trying to light the thing and pushing the igniter button. I just as he was leaning over to say, there's nothing happening. Boom! And I was going to say that I hope nobody bought them a barbecue for their wedding, but that's already happened. Thanks, Dave.
Yeah.
And Dave. And Sean.
And Chris.
And Chris. How expensive is this barbecue? I'd just like to finish by saying that although we've had our not so special moments as kids, the one thing that me and Ed both can agree on is that family is the most important thing to us. And it's all about looking out for each other, including our mum and dad. And I'm Melissa, her mum and dad, and my brother Tim have all become part of that. I'd like to extend the warmest welcome to you all. So if everybody could stand up again and raise the toast.
Family. Come on, Andy.